Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm really excited because this is finally here, the Fuji X100VI. Let's get right into the unboxing.
Here it is, the moment we've been waiting for. So far, we have some manuals that I'll never look at. And she's a beauty. Look at her. Look at her go. It looks better in person than it does in photos, I'll tell you that. And next up we have a charging cable. So I guess you can plug that right into the camera and charge it. And here's a camera strap. And this is the battery. It's the same battery that's on the X-T3, by the way. And here are just some clips, I think, that goes onto the camera strap.
So here it is, the X100VI, the most anticipated camera of all time. This is my first X100 series camera, so I'm gonna give it my honest thoughts. I've never had these before, so anything that I'm noting might be applied to the older cameras, but it's new to me. So I took this with me on a skiing trip right after this came. I couldn't resist. The very next day we went skiing and I just brought this with me, which is probably a terrible idea, but I was so eager to use it. So the first thing that came to mind when I first got this was, honestly, it's a little bit bigger than I anticipated. Like I said, I never had an X100 series camera before. I'm used to the XT series and the XH series. So this is new to me, but it's not a deal breaker. It is a little bit bigger than I thought. Traditionally, point and shoot cameras are a little bit smaller and you can almost put them in your pocket. This might be a tad too big to be in your pocket. Maybe if you have like a jacket with a large and deep pocket, you can put this in there, but in your jeans or anything like that. But it is a good size. It's a very, very good size for travel. Nice, compact, and it's so sleek looking. I mean, look at that. Honestly, I was torn between getting the silver or the black version. They both look really, really nice. But I felt like, you know, all the cameras that I have are black. I had the X-T3, the XH2, and like in the past I shot with Sony cameras, they were all black. So I wanted to give it a try and try the silver version out. It's a classic look. It looks like a film camera. Let me show you. This is the Canon AE1. This is an old film camera. And honestly, look at this. This is a classic silver and black sleek look. And it's kind of similar on the X100VI. This is pretty much what Fuji is going for, is that retro film look, compact into this digital camera. And when you consider the film simulations and the in-camera settings that you can do to emulate the film look, this has an appeal to the younger audience for that reason. So initially when Fuji announced that they're going to manufacture this in China, there were a lot of concerns over quality issues. And to be honest, I didn't notice any. This camera is perfect. It's almost as if it was assembled in Japan. You wouldn't notice a difference, and from what I've read, a lot of the parts are already made in Japan. It sounds like they just need help assembling this. So that's where the China manufacturers came in and saved the day. Even though, you know, the camera is still back ordered, I'm sure it's gonna be a lot better in the next couple of months, as opposed to the original X100V, which took maybe a year or two to replenish, or if that. But this, I suspect is gonna be better in terms of inventory in the next couple of months. So I'm not gonna talk about the specs or anything like that because you guys already know what's in this camera, but I am going to share my experience with it, using it for just one day. The one thing that I noticed, and this is probably, you know, in the older models, but this is new to me again, when I look through the rangefinder view here, you can see the lens a little bit. It's not a big deal, but it kind of gives that that perspective. You ever play Pokemon? How you know your Pokemon is battling and you can see the back of your Pokemon, but then you see the view of the other Pokemon that you're battling. It kind of looks like that. I mean, I think it's cool, but it's a little distracting in my opinion, but just one thing to note. And another thing that I noticed that I'm not a fan of is it's loud. The way it focuses. Can you hear that? It's not something that I really notice on the other Fujifilm cameras that I use. It sounds like it's constantly hunting, but you know, it's not a big deal. And what I really like about this camera are the dials. I mean, just listen to this. And then with the ISO button here, you just lift it and then you rotate it and it'll change the settings right there. And this is for your shutter speed. Really cool, really fun experience. Big fan of the camera so far. So I only had the camera for a day, so I don't have much to share. I just wanted to show you guys the unboxing, you know, give you guys some of my initial thoughts and also share some of the photos that I took. All the photos that I took are in body settings, JPEGs. I didn't edit any of them. They're straight out of the body. So something I want to mention because a lot of people are confused about this. But if you want to use a UV filter or a Pro Mist filter on the camera, you can't add it directly to the lens. You have to get a lens adapter. And that's because when the camera focuses, the lens protrudes out and in. If you put the Pro Mist filter on or the UV filter without the adapter, it might protrude out too much and it could hit against the glass. So you need to get a filter adapter, which I have. So you can remove the front ring. And once it's off, don't put your UV filter on. You're gonna have to put on your adapter first. Here's the adapter that I have. And here is the Fuji stock one that was on the 106. You see, it's a little bit longer, beefier. It's done intentionally so that the camera's lens can focus correctly and not hit against the glass. And now I'm gonna put on the filter. And what I have is the Moment Cinebloom 10% Pro Mist filter, just like so. So now this is how the camera looks like with the filter. I also bought a hood, the lens hood. See, it comes with this hot shoe protector. I bought a custom one. Here it is. One last thing I want to mention. Just keep in mind that when you put on a lens adapter and you put on your filter on, this lens cover isn't going to fit exactly. I mean, it looks like it fits, but it's very loose. So just keep that in mind. All right, well, that's all that I have for you guys. Just wanted to make that quick video on the unboxing to share my initial thoughts on the camera. And so far, I have a lot of great things to say about this camera, but it's too soon to tell. I am going to Japan soon for a couple of weeks, so I'm really excited to have this with me. It's the quintessential device to bring with you on that trip, and I can't wait to report back. Well, that's all that I have for you guys in this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this video to see more content like this. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.